Hello and welcome to the Keepin It Pinned podcast with me, Owen.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jamie.
And today we're just having a bit of a catch up and chat about what we've been up to with bikes and what we've been up to today. We've had a good day. So Jake, what have you been up to?
I've done a track day. So
He's done
I've
his
now
first track
popped
day.
my virginity with a tracky boy. Which is really good. Obviously went with you two boys. Yeah, went to Snet. Pretty good, wasn't it? Good little session.
That was good. Obviously, we did an evening session, which I came and picked you up during the day.
Yeah,
Sorted out
trailered.
the bikes on the trailer, which was lovely. And yeah, go on then, talk us through it. How were you feeling in the lead up?
The lead up is a lot of excitement, but obviously it's not so much nerves going on the track. It's just learning the routine of everything before the track. So that was a bit nervous. Obviously, especially when Owen's like half an hour late. It's just like a standard.
Doesn't help.
Just
Never.
just to add the little extra bit of attention.
I had work, I'll have you know.
Man.
To be fair, you are.
Someone had the morning off.
Hang on a minute, I had work as well when I was there.
Yeah, different rules for me.
But no, it was good. Like, obviously we were having a good time driving down together, weren't we? You picked bikes up on the trailer.
Yeah, I popped down a little bit earlier, didn't I?
Yep.
And,
And then
sorted you boys out as always. Got all your stuff
good old boy.
unloaded and got you. I even took both your bikes through noise tests.
Yeah. I also did fuck up a little bit, didn't I? Because when I did the introduction safety briefing,
the online briefing. Yeah.
I accidentally did the morning session,
You
not the
did do that.
evening session, which I don't really know why it matters either way.
No.
But so I had to stand in the queue and redo that. So that was fun. But other than that, it was all pretty easy, pretty smooth, wasn't it? We just cracked on. But yeah, the nerves are definitely high. But as soon as you do that first track, it's like,
Yeah. So
oh my God.
so first session. How were you feeling first lap? You were in the pits, ready to go out. Nervous, or were you excited at that point?
There was definitely a bit of both. I remember as you're sitting lined up, waiting for that green light, there was a lot of like, fuck, how quick are people? Am I gonna, where do I sit in the pecking order? And luckily on that first 2 sighting laps that we'd done, we were stuck behind a bloke on was it a ZX6?
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was
And
mental, wasn't it?
The first sighting lap, so we're not even racing yet. We got stuck behind this old boy who, fair play to him, he wanted to give it a crack. You know, I'm not dissing him or anything, but I think he made it halfway around the sighting lap and nearly binned it at about 30 miles per hour.
He went off the track twice, didn't he, on the sighting lap?
First time he just went very, very wide, and then
Yeah.
the second time it was literally on the grass. And then shortly after that, he went back into pits after he made it round the first sighting lap. So, which, you know,
That was quite
probably
scary.
Called it a day there.
That was,
Probably the
yeah,
right call.
I don't know whether he actually did, but he bloody well should have done. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was, I'm all for everyone has their turn, everyone gets to go and try it and whatever.
It's,
But
you know, we were also in the lower middle group, so
Yeah.
we're not going anything crazy. We're just
No, of
literally-
course, yeah,
So
and
we're
that
not,
was,
we're not expecting anything of it.
no, but that was like out for a leisurely Sunday cruise and still not managing to keep it on the road. sort of thing,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
you kind of question how's he handling
Bordering
national speed
on
limits, but
Dangerous for him.
Not,
and,
I don't think that was bordering.
Yeah,
I think
like
it
it
was.
was.
Yeah, he was right out into the dangerous
Yeah.
category.
Yeah.
But he pulled in, done that. It was quite funny, wasn't it? We done that second sighting lap, and I didn't realise you just go because everyone else was still very slow. So we were like, okay. And then I think you overtook me, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We sort of said before going out, didn't we? I said, I'm
Yeah.
going to sit behind you and just sort of watch you guys, and we'll just take a first session really chilled and whatever. And then when I saw you getting caught up behind people, I was like, he can go, go on, go Jake, go Jake.
Well, that's the thing. You're behind someone. I'm like, oh, is there a reason? Because there's people on like, we're on 07s. You're on your Millie.
Yeah.
Me and Owen are on 07, sorry. And there's like 1000s in front of you and 09s and KTMs, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe there's a reason everyone's bunched together. And it's my first time.
Yeah,
which
of
is the
course.
worst thing, innit? Because you're sitting there and you're like, okay, well, just follow everyone's pace, but everyone's pace is obviously very different. And then as soon as you overtook me, I was like, oh, right, okay, cool, it's game on. And yeah, that first session, I definitely probably should have calmed down a little bit, but the adrenaline was pumping. I was absolutely loving it. I was just trying to go for the quickest time, just and then we timed in it. We not like officially like proper time, but we just use like a shitty app we've got on our phone. I think the first one was 2 minutes, but by the third or fourth session,
a lot more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It was what was I
No,
think it must have been 2 minutes.
our quickest lap on that first session was I think 2 minutes.
It would have been more than that because my best is 2 minutes 15 around there.
Maybe you're just fucking slow. Maybe you
Might have been 3 minutes. But yeah,
it might have been 3.
It was
fair,
a very chilled one, I would say.
It was definitely just that was like the first, right, okay, second session, we queue up, just fucking go for it. But I didn't realise that you don't do a sighting lap on the second session.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You sort of sat behind people for the first
expecting to do another 2 sighting laps. You know,
Yeah.
I thought the whole point of a sighting lap was to, warm the tyres up, get everything ready to go. But that was only literally, obviously, in the first session to just
so that's
get
more
people
just
familiar.
learn where the track is and where it goes for any newcomers and whatever. But yeah, for after that, you do obviously take your first couple of laps, especially with us all being on road tyres, no warmers and stuff. You take them steady, just warm your tyres up.
Yeah.
But you're free to overtake.
But again, you overtook me, didn't you? And you're like, I think you did a little gesture.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
you?
I
Like,
said, come on.
I was like, oh, fucking here we go. And then again, that second session, I just sort of focused more on my racing lines, just trying to, I've never taken my bike on track, so it was just definitely pushing. I was pushing the limits because one of the areas I need to improve on was I was leaning my bike over way too much instead of just getting my ass off the seat a little bit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people fall into that with road riding, don't they?
Yeah.
It's quite easy to not sort of hang off the bike.
Yeah, it was like we went to Harwich last Sunday, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Just for a quick last minute blast, and I was sort of focusing on it after that track day, like, oh, okay. And you realise how much you can lean the bike over when you're road riding. It's like, it's just a nice, easy, chilled ride, and obviously we've done that for so long.
Yeah, I mean,
quickly in a way, haven't we?
You've had how many years on a bike on the road?
Oh God, I'm old now. 13 years.
Yeah, so there you go. So when you then chuck you into a completely different style of riding, it's going to take some getting used to, isn't it?
Yeah, and like you were saying, when on that third lap, it was like I'm getting right onto the tipping point of you don't really want to lean the bike over much more because
you're sort of quite close to being on the edge of the tyre, but you could massively increase your contact patch and obviously reduce the risk just by hanging your body off rather than just leaning the bike over. But it's all, all
it comes. That's what I'll probably book a instructor, maybe just for like a lap or two.
Yeah,
or a session or two. Sorry.
I mean, we've done it before, and we both of us have done instructors, and I try and do them. Not my normal track days. I used to do them every one when I did a classic day, but I do them on normal track days as well. Doing the sort of maybe the last session before lunch, something like that, so you've got a bit of time to go back and think about it.
Yeah.
But even now, I'm not quick by any means, but sort of upper inters, right?
It's more just focusing on your skill, isn't it? It's not the fact that we're going for like, I'm not going for like being the quickest guy on the track. I'm just going for, I want to get like the
Definitely weren't doing that.
well, yeah.
Just being efficient, isn't you? You just got to be.
That's all it is. I want to get comfortable, get my knee down. I want to get comfortable. And also again, like on your thoughts, I know like obviously you look into it a little bit, but like obviously on track, people can overtake you as and when they feel safe. So that was very, you're so used to looking in your mirror and checking and so you're
you don't
just kind
have
of
to worry
thinking
about
you're
what's
gonna
behind you on track.
Be, and that was the thing I found on my second session was just be more dominant with your line. Because at the end of the day, it's your line. They need to judge if they can get you or not.
It's up to the person overtaking to make sure they do it safely. You stick to your line, and that's all that matters.
But then when you're going down a straight and you're trying to get to 120, giving it everything it's got, and then you've got like an S1000 or something go past you like it's nothing. You're like, Jesus Christ, like doing like 150 or whatever.
But you were doing well. You seemed to be going fairly quick. Your lines were pretty good. We sort of gave you a little bit of feedback throughout the evening, didn't we? And you improved on that throughout the day.
Yeah, well,
you seemed to be
that first session was a bit of a trial, but I think we ended at like a 1:38. I think
2:38.
No.
Still not ones. It wasn't one.
It was quicker than the SB lap record was.
Wait. It might be a 2.
It's definitely a 2.
Definitely
I mean,
I'm telling you,
it's been a minute. I don't watch a lot of superbikes.
I mean, the lap record is a 1:46. So if you were doing a 1:38,
easy, mate. Hang on, let's have a look. 18 minutes? No. What have we got here?
Somewhere about
probably
that.
not far off.
Probably not far.
But no, you were improving hugely. Like,
you
could see it. The confidence comes with each session.
Yeah.
And that's only going to come the more you do it. It's the
Yeah.
next stage.
Every time you go out, you learn something, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, here you go. So, first lap. Yeah, we didn't do too well. First lap was 3 minutes 10.
That was behind. That must be your
I
second lap.
reckon that was the.
Yeah.
And then
So what was your best for the evening then?
2:38.75.
Which for your first ever track evening as well. So you only got, obviously we got
2 hours 38.
we only got 3.5-ish sessions because some of them were, red flags and whatever else.
That's it. Yeah. And also, again, it's the first one.
Completely new to me.
Yeah. What about you boys? What times were you getting?
I can't remember what I got on that evening. I
were behind me the whole
done another
time,
day since then, which we'll get on to. But my lap record is a 2:15, and I'm sort of if I'm pushing, that's sort of what I'm floating around quite a lot.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah, it was a good evening. I was definitely down a bit, but it was my first one back. I was not pushing too much. I think I was like a good couple of seconds off at least of what I've been doing previously.
Again, it's been a while.
I was just enjoying it, to be honest. So
that was
really
the thing. It was how much of a good
laps.
day was it just going there, going on the track? There's no egos. It was literally just
going
for a sake of going on it, wasn't it?
It was great, just us three. I mean, I wasn't trying to put in any lap records on that one. I was literally just trundling around, trying to sort of show you around a little bit, and just having a bit of a play with Owen as well, which is quite fun. It was tricky being on the Tuono. I was sort of, when I went in front of you guys, I was kind of like, right, I'm gonna hold back on the straights and stuff just so that I'm not getting away. But with obviously you've got no mirrors, you've got nothing like that on track. It's like, I don't know how far behind these boys are. Am I really pulling away? Are they right behind me? Am I holding them up?
There was a point where we got to that first big straight, as you have that, I don't know what it is, but you go under the bridge basically.
Yeah, the back straight. Yeah.
That's it. And I was right behind you, and then you just disappeared.
Just opened up.
It was just like God. I was like, wow, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But that was it's quite cool as well seeing you, like when you two having a little battle. I think that was on the third or fourth session.
Yeah.
It was quite cool just seeing your two mates just
we had a little play,
absolutely
like good fun.
trying to go.
Sit back and watch us try not to take each other out.
Yeah, I was like, I had to keep remembering what I was doing because I was so obsessed just watching you two like fucking.
Do you know what? It's quite easy to get distracted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watching other people, but it was good fun. I am looking forward. I know we keep talking about the melee, but looking forward to Owen finally pulling his finger out and getting it sorted so that we can go out and have a play on pretty much the same bike one of these years.
Yeah.
It'll be. I'm genuinely really curious to see how well matched we are.
It'd be good if you could get like a couple sessions in, and then like you two be like, right,
get into your groove a little bit.
Sit back a little bit, maybe. Then,
we'll see how we
go.
Yeah,
bike for bike.
I'm a little bit worried because when you had a go on my bike, didn't you? A while ago, last year at some point, and your times. Being your first time riding a big bike round track, you weren't a million miles off mine, and so now I'm really worried that when you get yours sorted, you're going to be quicker than me.
But we know Owen though, who'll absolutely send it into the gravel.
He'll win it. Fresh bike, fully rebuilt.
Extra points for trying hard.
So, what else you been up to then, Jake? That was your first track day. You've been out on the bike since?
We went to Harwich, didn't we? Obviously our friend Dan, he's just brought a 09, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So we were sort of having a little go on that, having a look at that. That's pretty cool. On the bike related things, obviously the garage, we had a little bit of a interesting time with the garage before setting up this podcast, didn't we?
Yeah, so you've not long bought a house and you've been plodding through the jobs and you've got around to the garage. You're now in the process of sorting that out. You just had
So I had a garage door fitted, and so I got a keypad for the outside installed. Basically, it was just, long story short, they just done a bit of a botch job, so I just need them to come back and get the keypad working, fix some bits I just wasn't happy with. Bloke comes round, he's like, oh yeah, no worries, like just chatting away, like he's one of those blokes, if you can imagine, he like believes in every conspiracy theory you've ever heard of, but a little bit hillbilly.
Yeah.
Really nice guy though. I'm not slating him off. Really nice guy, but you just trying to set the scene of how he is. And then out of nowhere, he just goes, "Oh yeah, I make my own moonshine. Do you wanna try some?" And for some reason, I go along like, "Okay, yeah, sure."
You're British, aren't you? You're not gonna say no.
Yeah, I was like, and then I drank it, and as soon as I drank it, I was like, "What the fuck did I just do?"
Drinking
like,
random moonshine out the back of a
my
bloke's
garage
van.
that they've botched. I've just drunk something he's whipped
Drugged
up
in my own house.
Yeah, and what's
Willingly.
even worse, he showed me some pictures of how he was making it in the shed, and it just looked like the most typical grotty shed.
Nice.
And I was like, "Yep, that's me getting thrown in that van." And
Oh well, it was nice knowing you anyway, mate.
Yeah.
So. But
yeah,
anyway,
other than that,
your shed's looking good. Lovely.
Garage
The
is
MT's
good.
in there.
Yeah, all
Garage,
done.
sorry, yeah.
That's all done. So now we just got to start looking at a track bike to squeeze on in there.
A Millie, did you say?
Nah. It'd be good to hear.
I know one that we got up for sale soon.
No, don't you dare.
It'd be good to get some comments if we can. Do we have comments on Spotify?
Yeah, you can. If people listen, they'd probably comment, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good. Generally, like, I
Yeah.
know you've interviewed some like very experienced riders and things, so it'd be very good to sort of hear some experience. Because I'm thinking like CBR, R6,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, see what people recommend.
I want a sports bike, but I don't really want to spend more than $3,000 at a push, maybe. Just
I think it. Well, I
Plenty of
personally,
options for that.
yeah,
I think
money.
it's got to be either CBR 600 RR
yeah.
or an R6.
But then
Or a Daytona.
I would love
Is that an
Can you
option?
get a Daytona for that sort
Can
of?
you get a Daytona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
To be
Gen
fair, there
1.
was quite a few
Daytona.
Daytonas there, weren't they?
There was, but I think you're in the same sort of mindset of me. If you want a proper screamy
I want
inline
a
four, don't you?
race bike. Do you know what I mean? I want like
Yeah.
a actual.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. The
super
Daytonas
sports,
are,
like-
they race
Absolutely,
and they're
I'd own
amazing
one
bikes.
as a daily rider. Do you know what I mean? I think they're wicked.
They're brilliant. They're
but-
really pretty bikes as well. But I think if you're anything like me, you want that
Mm-hmm.
inline four sound. You want it to be screaming up the straights.
100%.
So,
And also, you want to have that aggressive feel, don't you? Like, I feel like that will help me get my ass off the seat a little bit. And
Yeah.
again, if you're doing
Encourage
track,
you to.
I'd love to have a super sports bike as a daily, but my back and wrists, I just don't. I'm quite happy having like a upright 09 or something like that as a daily, but if I'm tracking, you got to have a super sports in you. Like,
Yeah.
I know a few people said like SVs and things like that would be quite cool, which again I'm not against, but
SVs are good. I think.
what's the best thing you can get for super sports for 3 years?
I think. Yeah. I
maybe?
personally think it's got to be either a CBR or an R6.
And it would be nice to be like a
Yeah,
it could be
there,
600.
there is
doesn't
other
have to be
options. Obviously,
1,000.
there's GSXRs and stuff,
Yeah.
but I think for the money, personally, if I was going
Yeah.
if I was buying another
I
bike,
mean, I'd
for
love
that
a
sort of
K5
money,
or something.
that would be cool.
that'd
But
wicked,
I think
yeah.
that's where I'd go is either CBR or R6. And I'd
Yeah.
imagine having your
It's
quite
got
the
to
same,
be
wouldn't
sort of
Oh, yeah.
shit enough. I won't worry. I won't care if I crash it.
Yeah.
But it don't want it to be too good that I'm not going to want to take on track. So I've fallen in love with it and don't want to damage it too much. But
It's finding that balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something nice. You don't want to ride something too ratty,
yeah,
It's got to get you around the
Seems
track
like we'll-
safely. at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
just how we are.
But-
I will make it immaculate. But also, if you're buying like say like Dan's with his 2020 09, you send that down the road, it's going to cost you so much in parts to, you're
Yeah.
paying that. You're going to struggle to find a lot of used good parts because they're still fairly new. And
That's true. I mean, we were talking to Andy Godbold, who we've been on track with a few times. He's got a brand new Triumph Street Triple, I suppose it is, that he's had converted into a Daytona race bike. And he kept saying the same sort of thing, if I'd been it, I would be it. And then he sort of came to the conclusion that if you're buying new bits, it's going to cost you just as much to fix a brand new Daytona as it is a new or an older GSXR or CBR or whatever. All right, I appreciate what you're saying with the used parts.
I would
side
say
of
like
things.
to a degree, yeah. Say if it's a new gen of bike and that's very much the bike you like, but say if you're looking at a 2010 bike, for example,
Yeah.
That's
If you
kind of
go
in
an
that
old
middle of-
rather than
there's still a lot on the road, and there's
that's true. Yeah, if
if
you
you're
go in
looking like
second hand
1990s
parts,
or something, you're
Yeah.
gonna start getting to the end of it's probably running out of parts. And
Well, and that's the problem that I've got is actually some parts for the Millies actually not like fairings are hard to come by. So if you
That's
go
true.
and write off a set of fairings,
But
so there's that
granted-
to take into account as well.
but then say like you do find a pair, they're probably gonna be what, £300.
Yeah.
Like if you did that with a new bike, I reckon just one panel's like £300.
again, if you go in track fairings, if you're buying like in Owen's position, if he goes and buys a new set of track fairings, which they do make for the Millie,
They do.
you're going to be what are they 400-500 quid for a set?
Yeah.
And you're
Not
not
horrendous.
dropped it. You're not far off that if you're doing a Daytona or a new R6 or whatever it might be. They're
Fair.
going to be the same sort of money if they're
To be
new
fair, if you're
parts.
buying track, I suppose it is cheaper than road fairings.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
things,
Oh, yeah.
isn't
If you're
it?
looking
Yeah,
for,
fair.
if you're going to Triumph and asking them for a new side tail piece, then
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
probably going to be a good few
You
hundred
can
quid
get
in.
that,
But
yeah.
I think for track fairings, you're probably not far off. But yeah, so you've been to Harwich on the bike. You had a little bit of a play,
little bit of
practicing your
blast,
body
yeah.
position, and
The worst bit about doing track is that now we've just been looking at a lot of the thing for me. I was struggling with rear sets. I was scraping pegs quite a lot.
yeah,
So now I'm in that dilemma of, the suspension on the MT is shit. It's just cheap. It's just, it does a job, but
do you start spending
then
money
do
on
you
the
start
MT?
looking like a K-Tech or an Oland,
Yeah.
and then getting rear sets, and how deep do you go down there?
Because Owen, you've done all of that, haven't you, on your MT?
Oh yeah, and it is a totally different bike. To be fair, like
Yeah.
that bike is mint on track.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Well, this is, like the difference, you can notice the difference in brakes as well, can't you? Like you've done, I think you've got slightly better pads than me. I've got SBS.
Yeah, I think we've got both got braided lines, better and upgraded pads. Yeah, I'm trying to think what
fair, it might
really
be
the difference.
You run
is.
different brake fluid, don't you?
I've got
But other than
higher
that-
temp fluid, but yeah, there's
Maybe
not.
I should get, because I've got, mine are just, I've got Gillies levers, like everything is decent that I've
Yeah,
put
you've
on
not
it, nothing's
cheaped out,
cheaped
yeah.
out. Gillies levers, SBS pads. To be fair, I did pay Yamaha or TK Copes to do the brake bleed, so it's something I've always just been a bit worried about doing your own brake bleeds, because it's once you do it a few times, like yourself, you've done it quite a few times, haven't you? And so once you've done it a few times, you're probably quite comfortable with it. But I just think if I'd done something wrong, you go grab a fistful of. I know it's a very simple job to do as well, but maybe I just need to bleed the system a bit better. But anyway, it's down another rabbit hole. But yeah, with doing track with the bikes, it's like, do you spend £1,000 on bits, or do you spend 1,500 quid, £2,000, an extra thousand? Do you know what I mean? It's
I suppose it depends on what your plan is. If you plan on, if you're hooked now, that's the question.
absolutely
Are you
hooked. Yeah,
Right,
I'm
well, there you go.
looking at doing another one in August.
Yeah, okay.
Like, so, but that's the thing. It's say if I brought a K-Tech, got better suspension, brought some rear sets, easily spent £300-400, which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
But then I don't really want to keep the MT on track. I want a track bike. Like
Again,
that's
Owen, that's you. That's
good
your
bike to
question,
learn
isn't it?
on.
Because it's sort of
yeah.
It's sort of You're a position now, I think, where you, and I think Jake, you felt the same way, didn't you? Coming away, that you work hard on a slower bike. You can work quite hard, and although you can be a fair bit quicker than someone, it's not the easiest thing to get past someone on track necessarily. You can be.
Yeah.
You've got to really commit into overtaking, and obviously sometimes it's just not safe to do so, or you're not comfortable, and so you can be stuck behind someone for a little while, and then just about get past them, and then again with Snetton being a local with two quick straights, they get away again straight away.
Session 2 and 3, that was probably my biggest frustration. There was a bloke in front of me. I believe it was another ZX6, and he'd be very good at his lines, but he just didn't carry any speed.
Okay.
But because he was so good with his lines, you're trying to accelerate harder than him or carry more speed into that corner. But again, we're in the novice group, so
it's not enough to get past.
Yeah, so you're second guessing yourself a little bit, because the power you have, it'd be like overtaking a car in a national in a van. Like, you could do it, you just gotta
everything has to be right.
Yeah, and then you'd overtake him, get a couple corners ahead of him, get to a straight, and boom, he's right there again. And then that kind of doesn't ruin the session, but then you are limiting yourself. You're definitely dialing yourself down. Yeah.
And I mean, like I say, when you're sort of in a position now where that is bugging you quite a lot, because you are quite quick on track and you're quick around the corners, you can get past someone that's slowing you up the whole time. And same thing, as soon as you get to the straight, they're getting away. So for someone in Jake's position, would you recommend that he spends the money? Obviously, there's all things you're going to benefit from on the road anyway, better suspension, blah, blah, blah. But if you're trying to make it better on track, would you say it's worth him spending the money on the MT? Or if there's intentions of a track bike, I don't know, next year or whatever, would you just enjoy it as it is for now, and then I don't know, a better track bike, or spend some money on that, or what?
Yeah, I think it depends how soon you're looking to get a new bike, a track bike, because those changes will make a big difference, like I say, to on the road and on the track, and worst case, you can always sell them.
100%, yeah.
Those parts hold
That's true.
pretty good value, especially if you're buying second-hand parts in the first place, then they're not going to lose a lot of value anyway.
That's a fair point.
So,
obviously, you might get the bits,
I'd go down.
Suspension, you'll get it set up for your weight and bits like that. But like you say, if it's a shock that you're buying, you're not going to lose any money on that. You might spend a bit on setting it up, but then again, you might do that on your new track bike and that anyway. So it's sort of, that's a good point.
Yeah, and rear sets can. I mean, the ones I've got aren't an expensive brand. They're just, I think they're probably Chinese rear sets, and they're decent enough, high quality enough. They've been down a couple of times, I'll be honest, and they've held up. So they can't be that bad.
It's just to get your feet in that better position, because a lot of the corners I was having trouble, because I was leaning the bike quite a bit. I was just scraping peg constantly, which isn't like a brag. That's not a brag in like I'm quick. It's just bad.
No, but that's another thing where, if you're, you've done your first track day, you've not got you know, you're not used to it. Obviously, I'm never used to being on track still, even after having done a few days. But you're always learning. But you got yourself around the track safely, and that was the important thing.
Yeah.
From now on, every one that you do, you think, okay, well, maybe I'll work on my body position a bit more, or my braking marks, or acceleration out the corner, or whatever it might be. And so the thing for you on the next one, you said you were already doing it on the road, is just focus on your body position a bit more. And if you hang off the bike more, the bike is then more upright for the same speed around the corner. So maybe if you do that on the next one, maybe it's worth doing another day before you start spending some money, and just see, okay, well, I'm leaning off it more. I'm not having the problem of scraping pegs that much. Potentially, I don't know.
No, that's good, because that was the point of me saying about the instructor as well. It's like that second one would definitely be more, forget about the times. Again, I don't even know why I was like, I'm not that bothered by the times. But
no, I think it's a good reference. I mean, again, obviously on a track day.
My first track day, this is where I started.
Yeah,
I'll keep those numbers.
Obviously, you're not. None of us have ever timed ourselves on track, because
not properly.
That's in the rules. You're not meant to time yourself. It's illegal.
There's no way that.
Hypothetically, if we had timed ourselves, it's a good way to just keep track of your progress. I think
that's all it is. It's not going for you just want to see some improvement, don't you?
There's been times where I've gone out and I've thought, right, I'm going to push really hard and I'm going to brake really late, or I'm going to do this different or that different. And I think, right, that felt really cool. I was pushing really hard, and not to the point where it feels dangerous, but I was like, I feel like I'm on the edge. That must have been a quick lap. And I come in, I'm like, right, that wasn't any quicker than me being smoother, or if I was braking a bit earlier but carrying more corner. And I think it is a good way to just judge.
Yeah, the thing about it's like, put suspension on. Is that going to give me, 5 seconds off? Do you know what I mean? Am I going to be able to? There's a point where we're going around the corner and we're getting a bit of weird movement, weren't we? I was like, that was different. But that could have been me, wrong tyre pressures. That could be a number of things, but it'd be a good comparison to see.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing timing. Like you say, as long as you're not going flat out trying to get the best time that you can, as long as that's not your main focus.
Not this early on.
No.
I think a lot of the thing, and the biggest thing more than trying to improve your time, is just gaining confidence. And the things like scraping pegs is a huge confidence knock,
line off,
because it gets in your head, and you don't have the confidence to lean the bike over because you're worried about scraping the peg and what that could cause. It's not a nice feeling, is it? It instantly makes you want to stand the bike up. So
it's the same as having your knee down, isn't it? You can use it as a judge of how much you're leaning over. Like, there's some corners where I'm scraping my pegs around there, even though I don't. There's corners where I feel like I'm much closer to the edge, or I'm pushing harder, or whatever. It's different body positions, it's different speeds, it's different lean angle, it's all sorts of stuff that makes a difference. But like you say, I think it is just getting used to it. And if changing your body position does help with not scraping your pegs, happy days. If you're still finding that it's bothering you, then maybe that's the time that you start looking at doing a few little mods.
Back to your question though, what do you think? Do you think stay with the MT or invest in because I'm happy to spend the money. Like, we were talking about this before. I was even looking at track bikes before I've even done a track day. But what do you think of you've kind of stuck with the MT for a few sessions, haven't you? And that's what kind of the reason you brought the Millie, isn't it? To get something a bit different, a bit quicker.
You have done a lot on the 07 already though, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
You haven't jumped straight in.
No. I mean, it's been. To be honest, I haven't really touched it mods wise in a few years now. It's been like that for a while on the road, but it is really capable. I do think I've kind of outgrown it a little bit, but it is a good place to learn those things in terms of body position, your lines. Like, it's a very forgiving bike. It's got enough grunt to, Stetson being our local is, well, really the main place that we've been, to be fair, and it's got enough grunt to get you out of the corners in the infield section and to really hold its own. So it's a good bike to gain confidence, and to be honest, show up some bigger bikes. Like, once you start,
that feel good,
you can once you start.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I think it's a good place to learn on without spending, $2-3 grand on a bike straight away, and then you can kind of get a feel for it. That is probably the route I'd go down, is do those couple of mods that are gonna. Because yours isn't far off mine, to be honest.
It's just
mod
suspension.
wise, you mean?
Well, no, exactly.
Yeah,
it's suspension and some different rear sets, really, and it's pretty much there.
Have you got you've got aftermarket bars as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got the same.
Yeah, so there you go.
Full-
So
full
yeah, it's
ultra
literally
loads.
rear testing suspension then at that point.
Yeah.
We've got the same brakes, same. Well, yeah, it's even the bars are the same, aren't they?
Yeah, he does work to the front fork. So, yeah, it's pretty much there. I think that's not a huge amount of money to get it to a pretty capable bike. And then, you know, you might find you outgrow it as well. And then that's fine. At that point, you can get a bigger one. But, you know, I'm glad I've taken that bike on track because it's shown me what I'm capable of on that bike and you know, what that bike's capable of as well. I'm sure, don't get me wrong, a much faster rider could do.
There's always going to be people that can ride your bike quicker than you.
Oh, absolutely.
No matter, all of us, any bike, doesn't matter. There's always going to be someone that can take it round and knock 10 seconds off your time quite easily. But
easy.
it is, like you say, it is a confidence thing. If you're being held up, if you're not managing to put in quick laps or confident laps because you're always being held up in the corners and stuff, then it can be frustrating and that can hold you back as well, I suppose. So, yeah, I think I agree with you, Owen. Maybe do a few little bits to it, spend a bit more time just getting used to it, learning the track, learning the craft a little bit more, and then when you feel like you're actually really being held back by the bike itself, then maybe start looking.
Because it's not so much. Like, I do think that, you know, the MT is, like what you were saying, a very capable bike, but it's more like I think it would kill me a little bit because I've had the bike for 8 years to then crash it or send it down or blow its gearbox up or do you know what I mean? That's kind of the argument in my head. More like it's probably more like a sentimental protect that one.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Because I mean, I'm not a fast track rider. You know, I don't think I am. You know, I'm competitive and I love a challenge, but you know, it's the main reason for the track bike. I think more for me is not the fact that I think the MT's like beyond my capabilities. I think it's more the fact that if I had like a $3,000 Beta I didn't really care about. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's not like I don't know, I've had the bike for so long, I feel like it's like part of me. Do you know what I mean? That sounds really gay, but like, you know, I'll go in the garage and I'll pat and be like, "You're right, baby." Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
there is that side to it. I get that too.
I would probably cry if I crashed that bike.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's only an MT, but I've just had it for so long. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, then in that case, yeah, it's you know, well, it's your call at the end of the day.
yeah,
Like you say, from
but then
a
it's
track,
saving the money, isn't it?
ignoring the sentimental side of things, from a track progress point of view, I think I'm with Owen that maybe just
Stick it out
for a little bit,
save a bit of cash.
do a few more track days, get used to it
Yeah.
before you perhaps commit full on. But then again, I would not listen to my own advice, and I'd go all out.
It'd be interesting as well. Yeah, like, for whoever listens to this podcast, like, we do sometimes record these track days, so if that's something you'd want to see on YouTube or something,
Yeah, definitely.
but again, just remember, you know, we're absolute novices at this. Like, you know,
it would be nice to sort of document it a little bit more,
Yeah,
especially with your
yeah.
progress being a novice to
newbie.
it. You know, it's
Yeah.
that would be good to see how you get on and see what you think helps you the most. So yeah, definitely something we
let's
can
do it. We'll sort
we can
something out.
maybe do a bit
Maybe
more
I'll look
filming.
into a camera or something.
Yeah, it'd be good.
To be fair, it'd be pretty cool to get 3 cameras.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 that I run around on track. Oh, and you've got one as well.
You've got 2. Why can't you give me one?
Well, because you won't be able to see yourself.
Have you set up a business account for this yet? Because me and Owen are waiting to receive
Oh, it's
our
all going
card
on
for
top,
it.
is it? Right. Okay,
Yeah,
I see.
so-
Yeah.
All the money we're making from this.
Yeah. Well, if you pay me a monthly subscription, I'll give you a card. That's fine.
We're like $12.99.
We'll see about that.
Is
Maybe
that
for
a
the
fuel
future.
card included?
So okay, so you've had a couple of days, or you've done your track day, really enjoyed it, been out on the road a little bit. Anything else bike wise, or is that you all caught up?
That is basically it for me, I think.
And then
Obviously, we're thinking about getting a trailer, and we're looking at getting single trailers to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah. What about you, Mr. Squish?
Yeah, I've had a good few days out on my own. A few days out with you.
Jake's looking very offended.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You're 10 minutes away. Where's my invite?
I like it. I love, as much as I love going out for a ride as a group, I do sometimes like a little bit
No, absolutely.
of a solo ride and just.
You need some space, Jake. You're
I need my
Yeah,
space. Yeah,
I'm very
you are.
lispy.
Bit of space from the lisp. Been out. Yeah, like we say with Dan, stuff like that. So it's been really good. And
obviously first track day of the track evening of the year.
Yeah. Track evening. It was nice to get back out again. They had a really good. Well, it was really good. It was a good evening, to be fair. And looking forward to the next one. I need to get that one booked. But
yeah, we do. It's
First week of August, Owen.
Oh,
Let's do it.
could be good.
Let's do it.
yeah, brother.
So Yeah, out on the road. Obviously, we've had a very busy day together.
We have, yeah. Let's talk about today. Yeah, it's been really good. So we were at All Well Motorcycles in Ipswich, doing a bit of filming and some test rides on Royal Enfields.
Yes.
So
Yeah, they put on an event, didn't they? A Royal Enfield sort of test day where people can come along and take a few bikes out for a test ride. They had their sort of whole range there. And yeah, you got out on quite a few, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I think I had 4 different rides. So yeah, a bit of a range. Went out on 350s, went out on 650, a 450 Himalayan. So yeah, quite a range of bikes. And
can we remember the name? What did we have? We had the Himalayan.
There was the Himalayan, so that was a 450. There was the Hunter, that was a 350. That was kind of like a little city sort of, it was just sort of a city sort of bike in my opinion.
The classic?
Classic 350, yeah, which is cool, and that was a nice one to get on because that's similar to a bike that's been in my family before, an old Royal Enfield 350 that my granddad owned a few years back. So that was a nice one to get out on. And then the Himalayan 450, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah. Because I managed to get out with you as well for one little test ride. I mean, you look really good on that Himalayan. I think that really suited you, but you enjoyed it, didn't you? But you had problems with your knee.
I did enjoy it. I think the seating position might be a little bit... I mean, I was only out on it for 40 minutes and my knee was a little bit dodgy by the end of it. So that's something to bear in mind in terms of, I'd love to buy a Tourer, but comfort has to come into the equation. And so, that's something to bear in mind for the future, is getting something that actually works for you. So yeah, I don't know. We'd have to test ride another one again and see how it was.
Maybe try some different bikes. I mean, like you say, the Himalayan was good fun, I think, from your point of view, but I think that not necessarily the one that you'd go for if you were to buy one.
Probably not one that I'd buy personally.
Does anyone buy them?
Yeah, you're not a fan of Royal Enfield.
They're quite popular, to be fair.
They are. Do you know what?
Cheap.
They are cheap, but I genuinely think they're quite a cool little bike. Yeah. Again, probably wouldn't personally. I did have a sit on it because we thought there was going to be 2 there to test ride, and there was only the one, and we both wanted a bit of a go on the Himalayan.
Did you actually fit on it?
Well, that's the issue. Is I did sit on it, and I straight away got off it. And went, oh no, that's a bit tall.
You got the booster seat for that.
But yeah, so what did you think? Have you got an order that you'd rank them in, or obviously they were all very different bikes?
Do you know what? I actually really enjoyed what was it called? It was a cruiser style 650.
The Mighty Meteor.
That was it. Domino's pizza, yeah.
Extra meaty.
Extra meaty. Yeah, that was good fun. They had quite a lot of poke. And do you know what? I've never been on a cruiser style bike before, so having your legs kind of...
I think we should do that as an event. It's like, go to like a Harley dealer and go, because I've never ever done a cruiser style. So
you spoke in the last episode about an Indian Scout, didn't you? That you'd quite like one as a...
Yeah.
In the future.
That'd be a good, take your missus to the park. Bit of dogging.
To the park.
Is that what kids do these days?
Nah, but you know what I mean? That'd be like a nice comfy bike to put like a passenger on and like take a picnic. And
it's in the name, isn't it? Just a cruiser, just
mong
dossing about, yeah. I don't think it's necessary, like you say, being on that style of bike and being on a bit of a... I think the Royal Enfields are all a little bit tame. But this leads me on to one of my questions I had planned for today, actually. What do you boys think of owning a quote-unquote boring bike?
What do you mean by boring?
Well, just, obviously, when we're looking at bikes, we think, oh, yeah, let's get an S1000RR because it's the quickest, it's cool, it's exciting, this and that and the other. But what about, what was I looking at? I think it was the old Suzuki V-Strom 650s. And I think, they're just a bike. They do what they do well. They don't do anything amazingly. But for someone that just wants to,
I do get that, because
just
if you
put
just
it around,
want to buy a bike and you just don't want to, not necessarily like look after it, but if you just want like an easy rider, you
just get on. It's going to go. It does what you need to do. Is it enough to just be on a bike, or do you have to be on something that has a little bit to it? A little bit of.
I've been looking at like mopeds. Because I think
not
that
what I was expecting.
Because I don't know if that comes under sort of the category of a question, but I think it'd be wicked to just have a bike you don't give a shit about, but also, for some stupid reason you're just like, fuck it, let's take it through the woods. You don't care about scratching the paint. You don't care about dropping it. Like, Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, a beater bike, basically.
Yeah. Like, you know, something, you know, like, yeah, it'd be cool to have like a motocross bike or something. But I would generally love like a, you know, if you can get like a 300, 450 moped, I'd be all for that. Just absolute,
Well,
like,
they do
know,
what the Suzuki Bergman
yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah. You know, get your heat seat on. You know, all the little creature comforts that they come with, like your little mitts.
There's a reason why all the thieves have them in London.
Whippy.
Decent getaway bike.
Whippy. But that's the thing.
Mate,
That's
rapid.
it.
They
you
are.
know,
They're not bad for what they are, and also you got storage. And like, imagine you like commuting to work, and say if you got to commute to work in like traffic shit, that'd be perfect.
I think
Cost
so.
you
I
fuck
mean,
all
this
on
is sort of
fuel.
what I was getting at. Like, it's easy to
Cheap
say,
insurance.
if I want a sport bike because it's going to be quick and it's going to be this and it's going to be that. But then if you're just going for a trundle about or you just want to get somewhere and you think, I'll take the bike, it's sometimes more of a pain in the ass to have something nice. You know, if it's a sport bike, like, right, it's not comfortable, it's not practical. You know, whereas just a typically more boring bike, I think there's something to be said for it. I think
so, because again, like if you know, when we're quite into like detailing, so you know when we clean the bike, it's not like a quick half-hour bucket and sponge. It's like a full evening or good sometimes a day in it of just toothbrushing, detailing brush. So it'd be nice. It's like having to beat a car, really, isn't it? Like you can park it wherever you want. You'd have to care about it.
Yeah.
You know, fuel would be cheap, insurance would be cheap. Like you drop it on the floor, you're not going to care.
Yeah.
I'd be all up for having. It doesn't have to be a moped, but like you said, you know, you're doing a 250 Chinese Pulse Adrenaline at the moment.
Yeah.
Wicked bike. You know, cheap.
Oh
drop it
yeah,
on
I
the
won't
floor.
care about that. That was the
You know.
idea, is sort of a bit of potential green lane and stuff like that. I'll make it look not. I don't know. I was going to make it obviously into a bit of like a scramblery type
What
thing.
condition is that in at the moment? Like what?
Moving on. Yeah, it's in bits at the moment. I had big plans for it, and it's sort of everything else has got in the way at the moment. But it was going to be a full fabricate, proper seat unit, and blah blah blah. Make it into something completely different. But still something that I can, beat on a little bit, and you know,
that would be like your leave outside. Doesn't matter. Doesn't
exactly,
need a cover.
Just jump on it and go sort of thing.
We should definitely do a series like that, like the old stealing it from
This is coming
44
off
now.
the old business card as well.
The old BBBB.
BBBB.
We should definitely do, but I'm talking like proper shitters.
Well, do you know what, we had this
talking
idea
like
for my stag do, didn't we? We said,
absolute
£100
shitters.
mopeds,
Yeah.
and do a road trip. Maybe that is a
We should
that's
do
a
something
video
like
Yeah,
that.
it
series.
should
Be
be done
in
at
the,
some
be in the
point.
same
I think
country
so.
or something, but just, you know, taking like
A road trip to Wales on
200s on like the A12 or
£100,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, take it on the
mopeds.
M25.
Such a laugh.
That,
would
I
be.
think we should do that.
Put them in the van and don't even bother strapping them in. Literally just
Literally,
chuck them
just
in.
Drop them out. Don't need a ram. Fucking, like.
It would be good fun.
Yeah.
I'm well up for doing a video like that, so maybe that's on the cards for the future. But
Definitely.
what about you, Owen? What's your thoughts on a more boring bike?
I mean,
He's got a Millie.
You say, quite. I own two of them. No, you say like, you know, the V-Strom, I guess, is a good example in the, like, on paper it's not like the most exciting bike in the world, but equally I think it opens up like doors to what you can do with it, because you could take that bike out to Europe and have a really good time touring.
Yeah,
you know,
that's it. Yeah.
doesn't have to like. And
Would you get the same enjoyment? I mean,
V-twin.
again,
I
obviously
think
you-
I could take one of them.
So, you know, obviously you love your MT, but if you compare the two, the V-Strom's probably more boring, but it's going to be the better bike for the job.
Oh yeah.
Does that make it worth it for you, or would you rather be less comfortable and, you know, less this and less that, but to be on something that you love a bit more and is a bit more exciting to you?
I would, if I was going to go out and do some touring in Europe, I would take the V-Strom all day.
Yeah.
I would not fancy being on the MT, to be honest. The seat's not comfortable enough for a
Yeah.
start.
So there you go.
So,
You know,
so like it is just a better bike
for a
the job.
local, you know, going for a blast and whatever, MT, but for something a bit longer, it's just practicality, isn't it, at that point?
Yeah, it's just a better bike for the job, and
Would you do it on a Bergman?
yeah, why not?
I think we needed like
I'd do it on £100 shift if I had to.
or something.
Oh, do you know what? I've had a lot of gold ones coming
I'd
up on
probably
my
fall in love
Instagram
with it.
reels recently, and yeah.
Story. It wouldn't turn into a beater, would it? It'd be like, right, this is
It'd be mint.
perfect.
Yeah.
Like, this is my couch on wheels. Like the Tiffin.
Goldwing sounds nice.
Goldwing does sound good fun.
Get your radio on the go.
Come on, Jamie, get a business card going.
Get some
man.
Lynyrd Skynyrd playing.
I don't know why this is all on me to fun,
Free
but I do like the
bird.
idea of it.
Oh,
So yeah,
get the fat
I-
bitches on the bag. Perfect.
yeah, I'm
Now we're
in
talking.
the same sort of mindset as you. I think, Owen. I think it is just sometimes it does just make sense. Like, you get people that only have one bike, but it's a potentially boring bike, but just being on two wheels is worth it, and having the practicality there. I don't know, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But the problem is, well, you could say if someone gave you a free bike today and it's the biggest bag of shit, I'd probably be fucking excited to start doing stuff to it.
If anyone gave me a free bike,
It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't
What it
have
is.
to be
I'd-
anything. It could be like it could be a Lex Moto. I'd be like, right,
Yeah,
what we
you
do?
do something with it, wouldn't you?
All right, so
Absolutely.
when we were at Allwells earlier, there was the new KTM RC9, is it called?
Fit.
990. Yeah.
99, yeah. So
Fitty.
very, very good looking bikes. I can't imagine they're very nice to ride on the road. So I give you the choice, right? This is the only bike you're allowed for the rest of your life. Either that KTM or a V-Strom. Which one are you taking?
Wow,
That's a tricky one. Because for what we ride though, most of our riding is like hooligan going out for a blast.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But then what happens when you're like 50, 60 and you don't want to do that anymore?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, even now I'm at that stage. To
Well,
be
yeah,
honest.
my wrist,
Yeah.
Backs are
back.
broken in there.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? You could track a V-Strom, but I think
That would
you'd
be mental.
struggle to go touring on an RC990.
That's true.
You could turbo a V-Strom. So if you needed more power,
Jake with the loopholes.
Yeah,
supercharge it.
you could. You could.
Supercharge V-Strom. If we get 1,000 likes and shares, we'll do it.
Jake's funding it.
Absolutely not.
So, all right, anyway, what else you been up to, and is that it? We caught up with your bike stuff, your bike antics since the last pod?
Yeah, in terms of bike stuff, yeah, I think that's it really.
Let me guess, no update on the Millie.
Little bit on the Millie, little bits here
Oh.
and there, slow progress. My main focus at the minute is actually trying to kind of get my brother's Honda Grom, which has sat in the garage for a couple of years, needs a bit of TLC, but is actually a really clean, nice example of a Honda Grom. So if anyone wants to buy one, right, shameless plug.
If
Right.
any of our mums who listen, there
Yeah.
are 3 listeners, each of our mothers
Right.
want a Grom.
I have a very nice Honda Grom that will be going up for sale soon, and that is main priority, to clear a little bit of space, so it's
Yeah.
actually easier to work on the Millie.
Yeah.
But yeah, once that's gone, then yeah, that'll be the next thing, is get that finished and get out on it at some point in summer. So
Yeah, nice. All right.
Yeah.
So that's it then. Are we all caught up with you?
I think so. Yeah. What about you, Jamie?
I've been a busy boy. I've obviously did the track evening with you two, which was good fun. I've also since done a track day not on my own, with some other guys, without you two plebs. Cause
The one that I came and watched at.
yes, yeah,
the
you
one that I
did.
was
You
spotter
came,
for.
the one that you what?
I was spotter for, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And lap timer and
Yeah,
videographer.
was that?
That's a
None of
cheaper
the
alternative
above.
Swiss
to
Army knife,
buying,
mate.
buying a timer.
Was that before the last pod that we recorded then?
No, we spoke about that actually. We have covered that one, to be fair. So
Well, hang on,
yeah,
because that we did
go on.
our track evening was before that.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I think it was.
Oh, no,
because
sorry, I've
didn't
done
you take
another
the
one
MT
since then.
and you what?
Oh, have you?
No, yeah, sorry, yeah, the one where
Yeah.
you're away
You've
with
done
racing.
one a couple of weeks ago or a week ago,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, you
Yeah.
cheeky little shit.
Well, you weren't there, mate.
Because he's got a fucking trailer.
Trailering you boys around all the time.
Hey, you get to trailer us around.
Oh, it's
right?
a with a guy called Matt and a guy called Andy, and we had a good laugh. That was Andy's second day on his Triumph that we were just talking about. And it was a really good day. It wasn't setting any lap records. It was bloody hot. It was like 30 degrees. I was like a boil in a bag, bit of rice. But that was good fun. That was a nice little day. Bike felt good. Didn't beat any of my times or anything, but yeah, it was just nice to have a bit of a play. And he got on well. Matt got on really well until his last session, where he got a bit of brake fade right at the end, and he basically ran on and he came off right at the end of the back straight. Okay, can I help you two? Just chatting amongst yourselves on the
I'm just getting more beers brought up here.
Do you want a beer break? Do you want to go grab some beers?
She's bringing. I've got a train. She's bringing me some beers.
Nice. All right. So Matt had a bit of an incident on the last session. He came off at the end of the back straight because of brake fade. He sort of tipped it in. So brakes started to fade. He tipped it in, and then you just didn't have. He was basically
And just
I think
ran on
that's my
straight
fucking
under the
nightmare.
brakes.
yeah, because we've both had it.
I mean, if you
haven't
can
we,
have
on
it
that back
anywhere,
straight?
there's a
Yeah.
good place for it because
Yeah.
you've got such a good run
Well,
off.
that's the problem. Is me and you sort of noticed it soon enough that we managed to stand the bike up and run on, but Matt was already committed and dipping into the corner and just didn't slow down enough that he then sort of half stood it up. By the time he got to the grass, the bike went away from underneath him and he came off. So yeah, he was a little bit sore, but he was all good. Bike CBR 600 RR, and it actually fared really, really well. It looked
That's
like
good.
it looked like it had just been dropped, and it was a bit dusty. But yeah, other than that, that was a really good day. What else have I been up to? Obviously, the Royal Enfield day with you. Oh, hang on, beer deliveries here.
Bye.
Right, the
Right,
beer
keep
fairy's
back
been.
Sorry about that.
What were we? Yeah, so obviously the Royal Enfield day did a bit of filming for them today and the All Wales boys, and that was really good day.
Such a warm beer, just so everyone knows.
Your mic's moved, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was a good day.
Smells like cum.
I got out on the Royal Enfield 650 Bear,
Yeah.
I think it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. Again, not one that I'd go out and buy necessarily. It was a bit the test ride because obviously there was a bit of a group. It was all very. What's the word I'm looking for? Chilled out and very proper.
Organised.
Slow.
Pretty much. Which fine.
No, they were
It
just
was-
abiding by the speed limits, weren't
Well,
they?
you do
It's-
realise
yeah.
what brand of bike you are riding, though, don't you? It's not exactly attracting. Like,
Well, no, but it would have been nice to be able to open up a little bit more and have a bit more of a thorough test as such. But that was all right. Again, like I say, not necessarily the sort of bike that I'd go for if I was going out and buying a new bike. But yeah, I get it. I understand why people would do it, especially.
Cheers for my invite.
But, well, you said you couldn't come. Actually, you're at work, so you did get an invite.
They're lying.
Yeah. Other than that, that's about it really. I've been selling some bikes for some other people, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, working on bikes through work. Yeah, nothing overly exciting to be fair, but yeah, been really busy and a very bike orientated couple of weeks. But so should we move on? Should we have a bit of a 20 questions game? Because we got on so well last time.
We did.
You up for it?
Let's do it.
I've got a bike in mind. Right, go for it. Obviously, it's up to you two. You can ask me whatever questions you like to work out what the bike is. I can only answer
After you,
yes
Mr. Squish.
or
Ladies
no.
first.
Men just.
Right, I'll
before.
start then.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Is it... Choked at the first hurdle. Is it...
Choked on the first hurdle?
He doesn't usually choke with me. He's alright.
These were big hurdles.
Go on, ask your question.
Right. Is it less than 600cc?
No,
Is it Japanese?
no. I need to count these. No.
Okay. Is it European?
Yes.
Is it under 1,000 cc?
Yes.
Is it an Italian manufacturer?
No.
Is it a sports bike?
No.
Is it a British manufacturer?
No. We're at 7.
Is it a Tourer?
It's not going well.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I think you might get the bike, but I want specifics here.
Did you ask if it was Italian?
Yeah.
You
Been
said
there.
no.
It was no.
You need to work it out.
It was
No.
no.
Tourer.
And it wasn't from the UK. And it is a Tourer.
Your question.
Is it German?
It is.
Is it German?
So we've
It
got a
is.
BMW.
It is.
So that wasn't
Is that
my
your
question.
question?
That was
Oh,
me
hang
talking
on.
out loud. So put that finger down, alright, boy. Is it? We said it's kind of a Tourer.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because, like, obviously it's not going to be a GS because GS was 100% a Tourer.
Oh. He's choked.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Give
a tour, right? Yeah.
So are we going that it's 100% a Tourer?
Yeah.
Is it a GS?
Yes. But hang on.
Okay,
Because there's many varieties,
Sure.
and this is what I was getting at.
I don't know, right?
So I mean, when
There
you think
are
GS,
quite
it's
a
under
few.
1,000.
well, what GS do you think of naturally?
Well,
It's-
normally the 1200
exactly.
or 1250 or
It's
whatever.
not one of them.
But it's not one of those. So they do
And it's not 1,000,
they do a
so it's
650, they do a 750, they do an 850. So we've got one of those.
So basically, you say
Is it a
650, I'll
GS
say-
800?
No.
Is it the 650?
Yes.
Hey,
Wow.
how many questions was that? Probably
You
about-
should
that
have
was
just kept it
12,
at
I
GS. You should
think.
have just said GS because otherwise it would just be 650, 750, 800. Like.
So I think they did a couple of different variants. They did a twin cylinder one, which is the newer one, and they did an old single cylinder one as well.
I didn't know they did an old single
Do you
cylinder.
want- I'll find you a
That's
picture.
actually pretty
Hang on.
cool.
Let me show you.
What CC was the single cylinder?
650.
A 650 single cylinder. Fucking hell.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh
that's
no, yeah, no,
old
yeah,
school.
yeah.
That's on the back of our trailer.
Cool. Could you imagine?
We've got an
that's,
intruder on our trailer. What's going on there?
This
It's
one you were
not, it
selling?
is on our trailer.
Is that an eyes?
It might be an eyes.
Oh,
He's
that's a
bloody
big reveal.
one, isn't he?
I may have bought.
Is that what you've done?
I may have gone out and bought a BMW F650 GS.
You cheeky
I'm
boy.
actually so genuinely curious to ride that.
You cheeky,
that
cheeky
that
boy.
sort of bike with that big of an engine as a single cylinder
So
must
this
be
is
hell of an experience.
I've been baiting you out all day, Owen. I've been prompting adventure bikes. I've been
cheeky
dropping little
boy. Yeah,
hints.
you
I
How
have.
haven't
much?
noticed.
How much?
Well, right. Do you know what? See if you can guess. Bearing in mind,
What's the year? Give me the
this
year.
is me. So it's a 2004.
What are you trying to say?
I think you know what I'm trying to say.
Because
Yeah,
the
speak for yourself.
last couple of bikes you bought haven't been total dog.
No, they
Like you
haven't.
have had a decent
They have had
history.
some nice
Yeah,
bikes.
yeah.
Yeah, more so recently than
So
not. But
how many miles do we have?
it's on 36-ish, I
Not
think.
horrendous
No,
for a
not too bad.
2004 and a Tourer. So would you spend three?
Jamie
would
wouldn't spend
Jamie
£3,000.
spend £3,000?
I'm telling you now, it's not
Jamie would
£3,000.
not spend $3,000.
I'm gonna go 2,200.
1,500 quid.
Okay.
15. You reckon I know? For
What
2004?
if I throw a very large spanner in the works and say it's a non-runner?
I would believe you.
All right, yeah,
Well,
here we go.
good,
2004,
because it's
September.
true.
Let's go.
Okay.
800. quid.
800 quid is what I was going to say.
What if I told you it was half that?
That's a fucking
No.
bargain.
I bought,
That's a fucking
I
bargain.
bought a GS F650 GS for £400.
Wow.
What's the going rate for a running?
So
decent-
a nice one, realistically, is probably if it's a nice one, £2,000. You can pick
Okay.
them up for around sort of 1,200 quid for an alright one.
do we have any idea why it's not running, or is that still yet
Well,
to be diagnosed?
it's the classic story of
Hasn't
oh,
got an engine.
it ran when I parked it up, and
Are they
it's been
carbed?
nope injected.
Maybe it's just shitty fuel.
Well, yeah, I genuinely reckon that with some fresh fuel and a new battery and a little bit of tinkering, it would probably go.
I think we should all do an evening round yours.
I think so.
I think that'd be a good.
Yeah, I mean,
good
I
little-
bought it as a bit of a, you know
Yeah.
me, I like my winter projects, and yes, I haven't finished my last winter project, and yes, I do now have 3 bikes in my house, which I don't
How
have room
did
for
the
one,
ZX6
let alone
project?
3.
How did the ZX6 go?
Yeah, really well. I bought that,
Parked it and sold it, didn't you?
sold it, never rid it. Yeah.
Literally bought it, parked it, and sold it again, didn't
Yeah. So yeah, probably the same thing happened to this one. But so the reason I bought it, and this is the other thing where however many episodes now I've said I'm not riding another bike on the road. Which
Were we tracking
I've
ourselves?
gone- yeah,
Yeah.
this is my
Okay,
new
yeah,
track
Suzuki,
bike.
innit?
No, this is going to be. I've sort of said the only reason I ride on the road again is if I do a longer trip, and the other.
Fuck, he's gonna make us buy them as well. Isn't
This is why I wanted Owen to ride the Himalayan.
he? Fuck.
The other
Weird
other
choice
reason
of
is I
bike to
wouldn't
get someone to
mind
wanna buy a
trying.
Tourer, though, but-
I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of light green laning. So not
You
deep
have been
mud.
dropping hints, haven't you?
To be fair, I'd be so
You really
up
have
for
all
that, 'cause
day.
where- Now I've
I've been-
moved to Suffolk. There's lots of potential.
I've been on about it all day with Owen, and I've been dropping hints. And I was even talking to some of the guys there, and I'm glad that you didn't then talk to them about it because they would have given it away. But yeah, I've been dropping hints with that. I think a bit of light green laning. I'm not, I'm crap off road. I've never really done much of it, but just some nice gravel tracks and maybe a little bit of here
could
and
be
there.
Actually, we could,
And yeah, potentially as a bit more of a long distance bike.
I think we should go to Norway.
Oh no, Now we're talking.
Because you've got some boats. It's quite easy to get to.
Yeah.
Lot of boats, but it's got some
Having
proper
been
cool scenic.
Touring in Norway would be mint.
Yeah, like
So, yeah,
cool.
bit
You have to pick the
of,
right time of year because it's cold as fuck.
Yeah, don't go in the winter. Yeah,
I
you
like
might
the
want
cold.
Yeah.
chains.
But they do. There's a lot of camping sites up there.
So this is why I also put the question in our little group chat the other day of, are any of you interested in camping on motorbikes?
Absolutely.
See, I'm sure
on an
we've
MT-07
spoken about
though.
this. No, I'm
Maybe
sure
on
we've
an
spoken about
MD.
this before. And when we when we were last planning on doing our Germany trip, or one of the many
Brilliant.
times we've tried to plan it, we've mentioned about the idea of camping, and I think it's always been shot down quite quickly because everyone likes to get back and have a proper shower in a hotel room and a proper sleep and everything.
No. That's not the problem. The problem is everyone's got their own fucking idea of what they want to do, and they want to do 15 things in fucking one
No,
day.
this was just
So
in
it
regards
never
to
happens.
the camping side of things.
Yeah.
I think the consensus
Well,
was
we've
some
all
people.
got small packable tents for bikes, haven't we? You've got a little tent, haven't you?
Pitching little tent.
Yeah,
I swear you've got. Didn't we take it camping? You got a little, like 2-man.
I've got a 9-man.
No,
That'll fit in the back.
No, that's Sam. Sam's got.
Yeah, I could have a little tent.
Go Outdoors is closing down in Colchester, so we could actually
again.
sort this shit out there going. It's done now.
Well, yeah, there you go. It's I just thought maybe
do
something. When you boys buy adventure bikes,
If you can find me an adventure bike for 400 quid,
I found me an adventure bike for 400
well,
quid.
find me one, and I'm fucking.
I just
You have to have
thought
a look, haven't we?
it would be quite a good,
Mhm.
Track days are brilliant. Obviously, I love doing them, but I think it would be quite good.
Oh my god, should we all get tours?
A cheaper option to track days is just a little bit of light green lane and stuff, a bit of bike camping, and equally it does open up a few more options over the sort of off season as well, I suppose. Autumn, I'd quite happily go and do a bit of green laning and a bit of sleeping rough. So maybe a trip over to Wales. I know there's loads of really nice lanes over there.
To be fair, with the tour as well,
potential.
you can get quite a lot of kit to make it a bit more bearable than a
exactly.
naked bike,
It's
can't you? So
the ideal bike for it.
I would be up for that. I think that'd be quite a laugh. And like you said, it'd be a beater bike, so I'd probably just leave it on the drive.
So add that to your list of. So you've got track bike to buy.
Generally, though, if you can find us a bike for 500 quid,
Yeah, they don't come up very often.
No.
And if they do, they're non-runners. There's this one that I bought, and I was so adamant. I messaged the bloke actually. I didn't hear back from him for a few days. And I was like, oh well, that's it. It's gone. And then he got back to me. He was like, oh, I've had so much interest. I've had loads of people message me. I've sent this message to everyone. First person to come and see it has it.
Right,
and so,
get
you know
that
me, I was
straight
straight away on the phone, messaged him. He was like, oh,
I'm
fair
on my
play, you're
way.
the first one. And I went the next day and I picked it up. And yeah, here we are. Obviously, it does need some work. Like I say, it'll have a bit of a going through over winter. But yeah, if you're up for a bit of a project, they do come up every now and then, but it depends on what you want. I mean, the other thing, like we just discussed with the Himalayan, is I do struggle slightly vertically.
No, you
they-
don't.
can you get that lowered? Do you know?
So, as I recently, I found out after I bought it. I only picked it up like 3 days ago, but I found out that the one that I've got is actually the factory lowered option.
Hey.
And
is
I
that
think,
good or bad, though?
well,
Can you-
I think it's genuinely probably too low for me. Not too low for me. Obviously, it
The
can't be
first
too
and
low.
only
But
time
I think
you'll ever
silly.
say that.
I would happily have it as a stock one because they did 3 different versions. They did the lowered one, they did the standard one, then they did the Dakar one, which has a bigger front wheel and slightly higher suspension and stuff. I would quite like it to be the normal height one, just so you got the ground clearance and it's a
Yeah,
bit more
fair.
practical off-road. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with it.
We should
I
make
can
that
actually
a
reach the floor, and
YouTube
it's
video.
yeah. And again, it's one of the
Make
very
a
few
film
adventure
series.
bikes that I can actually reach the floor on. So
Get
I
off
thought I
3
had to-
clowns trying to
I
fucking.
didn't get it.
To be fair,
Trying to get things
I think
started.
we're alright. To be fair, I think we'd get
We're
going.
competent.
I like to
Yeah.
think between us.
As long
we
as
get
Jamie's
running.
paying, then it'll be fucking easy for us.
Well, I will
I'll bring
pay for
beers.
the bits for my bike, and you might get a Mackey's or a couple of beers out of it.
If
at
you
the
can
end.
trailer it to my house, then
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
have beers.
Yeah.
And then
And
she'll
then
be
I have
running
to
in the
drive home.
afternoon, brother.
Either drive home drunk or
Oh,
not
no.
drink.
Yeah, well,
Would never.
I do have
obviously.
2 spare beds.
Don't lie.
Oh.
Just saying.
Yeah. So anyway, that's.
Wink.
I will add that onto my things I've been up to.
Yeah, no. So is it other than the engine? Is it fairly clean? Are we looking?
No,
What's the standard
no.
of the bike now? It's tatty as shit.
It's not clean.
It
It
is
looked
tatty.
clean in that
Disgusting.
picture.
It
Can I
is
have
tatty.
a
It's-
proper look
Yeah, of course you can.
of your
I've
cock?
got some. I've got some more pictures.
Present it.
Have a flick through. Don't flick too far.
I just realised this is also the first podcast of the Bevs. So
it is first baby podcast. It's also the longest podcast that we've recorded so far.
5
And
hours.
bloody hell, we have been going for ages. It is also episode number 10. It's our 10th episode.
Oh.
Actually,
that should
episode
be your
10
racing
was,
number.
Episode 10 was the last one that we recorded. I'm not putting that out because that was just a
Yeah,
shit
we
show.
were.
We were all quite
finals
tired,
work.
weren't we? Yeah.
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 Shall we call it there and?
I think we should probably call it there.
We start the conversation on the next one.
I've got to get going. I've got to get home, I'm afraid. So it's just been
Absolute slag.
one long one for the 3 people to listen to. So
Split it in 2.
yeah, what do
Well,
we
we're going
think
to do
then?
a YouTube and you're going to watch it, alright?
Yeah, everyone has to go over to the YouTube channel, Regular Traffic Productions, and check it out. We've already got a few videos on there. We've got a couple of my track days up there. We've got random bike stuff that we've done. Me and you, Owen, we went and visited
workshops.
Griff.
It's
AB
got 2
Workshop.
fuel tanks.
No, so
Okay.
the rear one is the fuel tank. The
Oh,
front one
okay.
between your legs is the oil tank because it's a dry sump,
Oh.
which is weird. Isn't it?
It's weird. Do you get a dipstick with that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. I might actually write that.
They did it to keep all the weight low and everything, and it's
Yeah.
apparently they're meant to handle really
Now
quite
you've
well.
mentioned it's the factory lowered version. You can
see
see
it,
how
can't
low
you?
it is. Yeah.
I even struggled to get off. It bottomed out. With that cage thing on the front bottomed
The
out on
fact
the
you've
trailer
got
when I went to get it
a
off.
brief-
2
Briefcase
panniers
on the back.
and a rear box
A back
as
box,
well.
yeah.
That's not, it's not bad, is
There's
it?
plenty, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're the factory BMW ones as well.
they're-
They're all
you
off the
probably
same
sell
key,
them
so they're
for
worth a
200-300
fair bit of money.
quid,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Oh, it's got a tax disc.
it has got a tax
Tell
disc.
that and
That's
Wait,
got to
so
have
is.
original fuel in it from
I think
fucking 15
he
years ago.
He said
isn't
it's
it?
sat for 8 years.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, so that fuel's obviously
Yeah.
going
And
to
the
go.
rest.
Oil, filters, everything will be done before I try and start it.
Are you actually going to commit to buying new tyres? Are you just going to wait?
I need to. They're cracked.
Fair. I suppose you got to get through an MOT, yeah.
Yeah, again, I'll do. It will be a bit of a dual sporty sort of a thing. I'm trying to slow myself down on the road, so anything to encourage me to not go quick is probably not a bad thing. But
Right, let's get some Bergmans. Bergman.
so yeah, there we go.
Very nice.
When are you boys getting something?
Farming one
Better
500
start
quid.
looking.
Yeah, I think next year
Get on Facebook
I'm
Marketplace.
adamant that we need to do our trip. Either
I
next
would-
year or the following one, because the following one will be my 30th, and I would quite.
That would
like
be
to
a
do
I
it.
was
nice
about to
30th,
say,
wouldn't it?
because we've both got 30th, there's a lot of us who have got 30th
We're all
next
turning
year.
30.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm a bit of a dickhead, but I was thinking let's go
Agreed.
Germany.
Yeah.
But how we get there is
Oktoberfest.
totally up for conversation.
Yeah, I mean, this is the other thing. Obviously, if we're all on very different bikes, all well and good if we're all on adventure bikes, or if we're all on sport bikes, we're all on this or that. I think if we're all on random bikes, it's just going to be a normal road trip, which I'm not against at all.
No.
But I do quite like the idea of going abroad and doing a couple of lanes and stuff.
Yeah. I
Just to make
think
it
for the
something
future episodes, we need to get some shitty mopeds, get some tourers, do
That'd
a
be a
bit of
third, wouldn't
a,
it?
and we'll film it. We'll try and make something out of it.
Yeah.
And do a bit of like a budget bike sort of deal, and film what we're doing to the bikes, and
Yeah,
all to
definitely.
come, all to
Riding
come,
to
people.
Thailand on a
Sit
50cc
tight.
Gilera.
Absolutely. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe like I say, for the future, on adventure bikes, do a bit of a trip, see how you boys go. I know this will be another situation where I buy one and no one else does.
Nah, the thing is, if you plan it and say this is this, do you want to come? People will come.
For the trip, yeah.
But then people like Dan and Owen,
I'm going to come.
they want to plan it to death, so you can't actually do anything. I hope you're listening, Dan, you fucking slag.
Excellent. Well, anyway, on that note of Dan being a slag, I think we should probably call it there because it's been a blooming long one.
It was a good one.
It
Love
has
you
been
all.
good. Love you all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Give us a
Drop some comments.
drop some
It'd be
comments.
interesting to,
Let us know what you
we're
wanna-
very new to it, so
Yeah, definitely.
we're
Let
up
us know
for
what you might
feedback.
want to hear about. Whether you hate Jake's lisp. Definitely mention that if you do.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Any topics? Less shit chat.
Yeah.
Less beers, more beers.
More beers. I think
Maybe
it's gonna be
I can go
beers.
more rogue. I'm keeping myself pretty
This is pretty civilized.
pretty
for you,
civilized for
which
me.
is-
So
Yeah,
if you want to see how I really am, let
I
us
don't
know.
think
I don't
anyone
want to
needs to
offend
see
anyone
that.
though. 'cause
Yeah.
Then we'll
say some
film the
fucked up
next
shit.
episode.
Oh God. Yeah, we
Do you
have
think?
spoken about filming
Yeah.
actually. We need to sort ourselves out, put our shit together a bit more. We've been a little bit tight for time on this one. But yeah, maybe the next one we'll do a video pod.
Let's do it.
Nice
Let's
one.
do it.
Right, catch you next one.
All right,
Cheers,
love you.
guys.
Cheers.